Hi Doug, this is for you. This is the, we're doing a G major 7 add 9 arpeggio. So over this sound. Okay, so G major 7 with an A up top. So kind of. Okay, so we're going to go. That's if we do it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, that's the sound of it. Now, look at the right hand picking. We're going to do the one with the hammer on. Down, hammer, down, down, hammer, down, down, upstroke. Okay? Down, hammer, down, down, hammer, down, down, upstroke. Very simple. You can replace the hammer on with an upstroke. Same exact thing. Or you can alternate pick it. Okay, 3 different ways of getting through this G major 7 add 9 sound. Okay, if you want to make it an E minor triad. Whoop, sorry. E minor 9. So. Right, so that's just by adding one note on the top string and then doing 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so the way we turn it into a repeatable, loopable metronome exercise, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay, that after that upstroke on the F sharp, we're going to come up a finger, we're going to slide our pinky up and pull off back to this D note at the 10th fret. And then it's 2 upstrokes on the G, the B and the G string. Okay? Very, very fluid. Okay, any number of picking ideas or hammer-ons and pull-offs and stuff like that can work here. Okay, so then again, if we want to make it E minor. Okay, so consequently, if we wanted to play D minor, or if we want to make that, that would be F major. See, okay? And bring it up and down as much as you can. I'd say D or C is about as low as you really... Right? Get a little much down there. Okay, that's kind of hard on the wrist and everything. But inch it down fret by fret, week by week, and pretty soon you'll have a good knowledge here. Also, coming up is a super fun thing. So when you're playing, right, you get some up the neck stuff that's really nice to have. Okay, now part 2 is taking this and taking it one step further, realizing if this is a major 7 add 9 chord, all we need to do is take the major 7 and flatten it, and we end up with a G7. Okay, which is really usable for a lot of jam stuff because you're playing, you know, if you're playing, anytime you're playing over like a dominant 7 chord, like. G7 licks, right? So any key, this would, you know, you would just move it, okay? So still we would be going 1, 3, okay, so 2, 1, but rather than playing the flats, the major 7, we're just going to come back here. We're still going to play the 9th, okay? So really we're playing kind of like more like this kind of chord, okay? So dominant with a 9. Then again, that note's changed. We're no longer doing the pinky, we're doing this. So then it would be, right? Oop. Sorry. I usually slide. Ugh. Okay. So if we have, once we get the major and the dominant, then all we do is flat the third, 2, all right, and then we have really pretty with that, because you're still using the 9, so you've got the 9 and the minor third there. Okay, then if we take the 5 and flat it, we get the diminished sound. Right? Sorry. So that's kind of a big stretch. Okay, you don't have to hold the index finger down while once you... Oh, sorry. Okay, and then last but not least, if we look into a minor 7 flat 5, that kind of sound, that would be minor 7 flat 5. Okay, so it's very similar to the diminished, except instead of the 6th, right? Instead of the 6th, we're playing Fs. Okay. The only chord that I really don't use there very much with this is augmented chords. Right? I don't really do that. I tend to do this kind of shape. For augmented stuff. Okay. And last but not least, we wanted to talk about the fact that you can alter the shape to be, now that we've done 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or we can do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? We could start by using one note on the A string and find different fingering. So if we started here with our G, we can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and we end up with more of a straight, just G7 arpeggio. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, right? So you can get that speed. So you can do a little sequence, right? Okay. So this is again similar here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Okay, and similarly we can start altering that as well. Play G minor, and so on and so forth. All right, so the idea is to start learning this right hand picking pattern and then start getting this really well memorized over on the right hand, and then you can ignore it as you start to apply different shapes with the left. And then last but not least, stop running from beginning top to bottom, top to bottom. You can use little, like if we shift back to our first shape, right? We don't always have to start on the D. We could start here. Or a second note of that G major scale. Or below it. Right? Or just start here. That kind of had like a Lydian sound to it. Okay, so you've got a lot of options with that, okay? Or you could, the last but not least is we should talk about breaking it up into smaller chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. Okay. All right, so that's a bunch of G arpeggios, but and that's where it's at, okay? And remember, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, or down, hammer, down, down, hammer, down, down. That's the main part. On the way back. So on the way up, we're going to be doing down, down. So down, 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 okay? Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. On the way up, right? Up, up, up. Down, 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 down. Up, 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 up. So on the way down, rather on the way up, I'm using I'm leaning the pick this way a little bit. On the way back, you'll see my hand rotates and I kind of come up into this look, okay? So there's a difference. And basically all I'm doing is just brushing and then kind of pulling back across it, okay? Okay? All right, Doug, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?